The summer dream behind the eye, and it's the sleep that makes me alive.
Have you ever played Doom Eternal? Murray? Well, in Doom, every tool is useful. Everything you pick up along the way and every upgrade has its use, and even if minor, on Nightmare difficulty it can turn the tide in milliseconds. But because Doom isn't a giant sandbox, all of the tools shine in combat. Now what if I tell you that Dying Light 1 has basically same mechanics, although because it is a giant sandbox, tools in your disposition don't have much room to shine there. Let's say you see a horde of zombies. Of course you want to throw yourself into the fray to feel like ultimate zombie killing machine, right? But then how you do it? Run them, go with dropkick, or maybe enemy jump and use God's hammer to smite everything around you. You already have depth in a simple choice. Majority of people say that Dying Light is just pressing mouse. Well, you couldn't be more wrong with that. Not only you have 52 different blueprints for the weapons where yeah, some of them do the same thing, but it's good to have a choice of styling your weapon, where maybe you want spikes on your crowbar rather than a blade on top of it. It's a sandbox after all, and the gameplay with said crowbar will be same, but the feeling you get from it matters. On top of these 52 blueprints, you literally have unlimited items to create to aid you during combat. You have tomahawks, bottles of water, firecrackers, bombs. Everything has its use in right scenario that you create, because don't forget that it's still a sandbox. Don't complain about how boring the fighting is when you just refuse to use the tools given to you. If you want to throw yourself and just attack everything head on, you can do it. And that's the beauty of this system. Now, the most controversial thing is human combat. I know they are blocking your attacks, but with said tools you can easily counter-attack that. Throw knives. If it doesn't work, try to use remote C4. Plan, make strategies, ambush your enemies. Use the parkour for your advantage. If they block your attacks, use slide kick. If there's too much of them, try to distract them. Maybe lure some zombies with firecrackers, or make some noise to spawn runners. Throw a bottle of water or fuel and use the upgrade of your weapon to your advantage. There are so many options in this game that I'm just listing only some of them and not all of them. Yes, the game would be easier if you could parry, but maybe that's the point, that you can't. And because of that, you shouldn't go head on towards human enemies. The game reinforces this feeling that humans are a real threat, cause they can think. They are stupid sometimes, yes, but there was an attempt and they had succeeded. Now, I didn't mention Doom Eternal out of nowhere. Hugo Martin said that the game is designed to be played on Nightmare difficulty, and that's where players will have most satisfaction from the game. Now, have you tried to play Dying Light on Nightmare? Not on NG+. Well, I tried long time ago a mod called Nightrunner mode, and I played on Extinction mode, which is basically the hardest one, and I gotta say that it was the best Dying Light experience I've ever had. It was as if I was playing the most lore accurate version of the game. The nights were a death wish, and because you can't sleep on this game mode, sometimes I was literally just going AFK to wait the night out. But that doesn't mean that the game was easy during the daytime. Even during the day, without parkour mastery and serious strategy, you couldn't survive for a minute. Every item you pick up permanently vanishes from the world, and you can't just explore same place over and over to farm loot. This made everything you pick up so valuable. Every cable code, every scrap had a meaning behind it, and a massive choice to make. To fix your current weapon or upgrade a better one, but then lose the backup weapon because it doesn't have enough durability. And because the zombies are tough as nails, this choice really matters. In every combat encounter you have to be cautious to not make any noise, to not draw any attention or virals, because this can be even more dangerous than volatiles. The skill tree is revamped, although majority of the skills remain the same, but since this version is much more brutal than vanilla, picking the right skill has even more meaning here. Picking head stomp over slide gives you advantage during combat, but during the night chase you wish you could slide. Or picking whirlwind over death from above makes dealing with groups easier, but there will be time where your weapon will be low on durability and you wished you could just get out of the situation quickly. But then the game gives you even more skills, so even if you don't have a specific one, you can think about the escape plan on the fly. This choice adds immensely to the combat system and reinforces you even further into immersion and the sandbox of the game. And with that said, I want you to look at the combat from a different perspective. If I made you want to play the game, go install it and relive the experience from a whole another lens. I even made myself want to play again, although I think we all should wait for the graphic update. Although maybe then it will be too late to appreciate what we had in the past, cause Techland maybe will actually remake the game rather than making just graphical changes. But everything I just mentioned works on Vanilla Nightmare. I'm not looking to lens of the mod, it just amplifies things that already are in the game. And if you have way too many hours in the game like I do, I really recommend trying the mod. It doesn't change the core, it just makes the game much better in my opinion, especially during early hours where you don't have much skills unlocked yet. Anyway, remember that even if you don't like the things that I talked about in this video, you can always just throw yourself into the pack of zombies and rip and tear until it's done. And that's the real beauty of this combat system, that you can do anything.